Nick was just now asking me what is about foreign talent coming to Singapore. The purpose of foreign talent coming to 新加坡是为了不只是生存，不只是为了谋业，是为了下一代。就像你们的宝贝父母亲这样，为什么他要千里迢迢10万8千里来到新加坡这边读书呢？鸡蛋糕没有别的地方读咩？中国很烂咩？澳大利亚很烂咩？美国很烂吗？为什么要新加坡呢？第一，You're right，欣然 is about culture。当然，除了 culture 以外，因为你要知道，我们不是单单是华人，从中国还是台湾、马来西亚来到新加坡读书、跟深造、跟谋生、跟职业，对吗？费力 understand Chinese 啊？Or you want me to speak Japanese also can？このつなで何とでスティッチ今日マスターで今日のマスター is like Nick, you look at me and say, 不要讲废话。That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay, so Fei Ling, what happened is that these people come to Singapore is because number one, culture exchange. We are not talking about Chinese people coming to Singapore. We are talking about other races from different parts of the world, like Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Korea, Japan's, okay, and Mongolia. Yes, I got Mongolia's friends, and Europe, of course, and Africa. So, and India, of course, India. 哎呦，慢慢吃，慢慢吃。Are you eating ice cream? Oh my God, your lunch. Okay, okay, slowly, slowly, don't worry. So what happened is that these people come here. First thing first, okay, I ask you, Fei Ling, you just type out, you don't need to answer. Xingran, if let's say now, you are now a father of 2 kids, okay? About 30 plus years old. So let's say let's say you don't 你厌倦住在新加坡了，OK？你们两位，那你想要移民到别的国家，what is the first thing that you look into it? What's the most important thing that you look into it? So this feeling before you came in just now, Sinan was asking about issue 1 and 2. Yeah, he memorized issue 1, which is good. Certain thing you need to memorize. Okay, you did the right thing. But when you memorize, must know when to apply this. To imply, apply, supply, reply, rely, and comply. So what is the first thing, Sinan, that when you want to bring your family to overseas, what is the first thing, the most important thing? Back to you.
The cost.
Oh, okay. Cost of living, very good. Okay, what else? 三样东西，写下来哦，写下来啊，不然呢你忘记是你的事了。
So first of all, like realistically, as a foreigner, I have to have a legal, like social status to stay in a foreign country such as US and Singapore. Secondly, I have to consider about the cost living here. Like we need to like rent a car, rent a house and stuff, and or pay for our school fees. That's a cost part, and also the culture part, like
Oh, the what price?
culture,
Oh, culture. All right, culture.
like
文化是吧？文化沟通是吧？
yeah, like for example, if if I'm going to move to US, I'll choose like certain county in US, like
Oh,
like Irvine is in Los Angeles, like
I
Texas.
like the way you pronounce the word Los Angeles. No, that's the way you pronounce, correct. Some people pronounce as Los Angeles. That's the right correct Los Angeles. 你有那个英国那个美国的腔调American accents. Very good. Well done.
Like I'll choose like the regions with more Chinese people, maybe. Like
Boy, bloody hell, you racist. Why? Indian, Malay, and African you don't like, is it?
because you can integrate to the local neighborhood more easily, like San Francisco, there are lots of Chinese people there.
You're
Like
absolutely right. If I were you, my friend asking me to migrate to Melbourne, so he's now in Melbourne. And one of my ex-student, my good friend's son, now is studying University of Melbourne. I first thing I asked him, hey, good now. Australia now recently got racial riot, all these things. He said, yeah, it's pretty safe. So you are right to integrate with the community right now. The keyword is community with Chinese is very important. Yes, well done. Anyone?
so, first of all, legal status. Secondly, economic. Thirdly, culture, and then
最重要的一点你没有放进去嘞，大哥。The most important Fei Ling can you do me a favor? Eat slowly, don't rush. I can see you are grabbing. 你真的是狼吞虎咽。I know you are as hungry as a wolf. Please, please relax bro. 慢慢吃，慢慢吃。我跟欣然不会跟你抢东西吃。Relax, okay? I know you're laughing. Relax. Okay, the most important thing, right? You miss out one very important thing. Start with S. Inside got U and R and end with a Y. Most important. Failing if you know can help. Start with S. S stand for Singapore. End with Y. Y stand for the New York, the York. Inside got U and R. 那个是最重要的。你讲到这么多可是没有这个字进来at the end of it 就完蛋了。想到吗？安全感，英文叫什么
Security.
？Yes, absolutely. You agree? You agree now, Fei Ling? You agree now, Xingran? No, both of you. Have you been to Malaysia before? Yes. Will you? Yes.
Yes.
Will you feel safe to put your child to walk alone, go back home or not? No way, right? No way. I speak Fei Ling, you shake your head. Xingran, no way. But will you feel safe your child in Singapore to say from school taking MRT back home? Yes, right. Correct. Yes, So this is about security. No matter how rich you are, how integrate your society, your community, all Chinese, no matter how good, wow, you thought until so good, wow, the career, everything. But at the end of the day, if there's no security, you cannot give discount to security. You cannot give compromise to security. You cannot take security for granted. Okay. And you see, being a police officer, every time I'm doing patrolling and doing my duty, walking on the ground, or even go to the kindergarten to give security talks, the kids and teachers say, wow, thank you for coming here. Then I like to ask this question, Singrat. Do you think you feel safe here in Singapore? Okay, yes. Without any hesitation or failing, they will answer, yes, I feel safe. Then I will ask, will you face to put your kids in the kindergarten teacher and the parents to put them in countries, in other country? They'll say, no way. And some of them, even from that country, like India, from China, from other parts, they'll say, no way. So, Siran, at the end of the day, when you're migrating to certain countries, why they come to Singapore, we all know, right? Right. Now, Siran and Fei Ling, have you ever go to Starbucks when you put or Starbucks or McDonald's where you put your handphone, your wallet, your bag there, right? And then you go and buy things, then you come back, your bag and wallet will be there, right? True not, Siran? In Chinese, we call 路不拾遗，听过这个成语对吗？ But in other country, 路不拾没有了，your thing will be gone. So that's agree now. So in case your exam coming on next Monday, not the next Monday, you think if there's a question is security right now is security is the most paramount important. Okay, hold on now. Can you do make the noise? I think I close the door, but it's going to be very hot. Sorry, yeah. All right, so guys, thanks for Xingrans and Fei Ling sharing. So now may I start this one? So well done. Thank you for Xingran. Okay, at least you learned something. So in terms of you tell me all these things, it's called PES right now. What is PES? Okay, what is PES? What just now, Xingran, when you are telling me all these things under your this it's actually PES. You know what is PES? Xingran? I also don't know. Joke lah. Xingran, you say, stupid Uncle Raymond, just tell me what is PES. P stand for political, right now, economical, and social. Okay? Now, political stability is because you come to Singapore, the government is good. Political, agree not, Fei? Politically, the government. Steady. PAP, well done. Good government, no corruptions. Good leadership. Okay. Economically, very good. Because majority here in Singapore are all higher middle upper income. And everyone 丰衣足食, economically stable. We got job. And true enough, recently I asked my student in Australia, I say, bro, after graduating, do you want to stay in Australia and work? He say, no way. He say, why? Job opportunity not very good. I guess it might be a bit racist. I guess it may be failing. Maybe, I don't know. Then I asked, so what you do? I think after graduating, I want to come back to Singapore. Oh, okay. But what did mommy say? Mommy say want me to stay in Australia and work. So you see, So economically stability is very important. Remember I asked you to read this. Please do that. If you want to go Marshall theory, you will understand this theory very important, guys. Seriously, you must learn this theory. And this theory is talking about basic. I don't think any of the school teacher will talk about this Marshall theory. Have you seen this before, Fei Ling and Siran? No, right? So this is very important if you are going for JC and you study econs. Okay, this theory is super important. I'm not kidding you. When you look at the diagram, you can Google it, guys. You can Google now and download the Maslow theory, the basic needs. So this is where you come to Singapore. And the S stand for social. Now social means racial harmony, 对吗？这边有没有讲说，如果你现在在美国 Sorry, Singran, your color of your skin and my color of skin, I tell you, go to a US, good luck. Correct, no? Right. My few of my ex-students going, recently one of my ex-student who is now in university, he went to Paris, she was working for internship, no, not Paris, sorry. She was in England, London, my previous university. So small world, Singran. She went to my previous university, That's where I graduated from. I said, oh my God. 你说你的师傅在那个大学毕业，你现在去我的大学。So one day she was holiday going out to London to taking a tube. That means MRT. Halfway through, this black guy confronted her and scolded her and used all the vulgarity on her. I said, oh my God. I said, are you okay? I just stay calm, lor. I can't do anything. If Singapore, here in Singapore, good luck, man. This guy, I think that's it. Okay, so social harmony with 3H. What is stand for 3H? You must have a happy environment to live in, a healthy environment which everyone is in a 一视同仁, and then harmonious. Okay, harmonious means 就是和平待人处事都是和平. So 3H, happy, healthy, and harmonious. Write down, please. Okay. So thank you for this. And what you see on the screen here now is today 20th. So Fei Ling, the last lesson itself is on this Saturday. But may I know Friday? What is Friday? Friday, I think so. Friday, you all got exam, right? Morning, afternoon, science or math? Can somebody answer me? So Fei Ling, I still owe you one lesson. So I don't know what to do. Shall we do on Sunday? Because Sunday I'm going to do Halloween in the shop for my boss. So I'm not sure. So if this today lesson over already, that means Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I'm sorry, guys. Why today? Because yesterday or not? No, Saturday, my daughter met with a car accident. So my car was not so bad, but I need to send for servicing tomorrow. I don't know what time, unless you want to do it at about 5 o'clock. But I know next day, Wednesday, is math exam, right? Singran, no problem for you, math. Right, Singran, agree not? You don't need to study also can already, please, no need. Fei Ling, you need to study, right? For math, right? I understand why. I like the way you knock vigorously. Yes. Please. This is my nightmare as subject, correct now? Yeah. I do agree with you. Okay. Can I don't see your hand? You are insulting me, okay? You look at my hand. Can I see your face? I know you're eating, it's okay. Yeah, I know you're eating. So, Fei Ling, you agree tomorrow cannot? Must study for your math. Wednesday, Wednesday also cannot. Afternoon. Wednesday also cannot. Thursday, Thursday also cannot. Saturday also, Friday also cannot.
Afternoon.
Friday afternoon can. How about you, Singran? Can you check your schedule now?
I have exam on Wednesday and Friday afternoon.
Oh, Friday afternoon. What time?
2 p.m.
Okay, then sorry. Maybe because I own our dear friend Fei Ling one lesson. So Friday, I have to have
I have the same exam, so like I forgot it's afternoon.
also afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, then will be on that means can I say tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all out lah. All out, both of you all out already, right? Okay, so Saturday and Sunday cannot. Saturday will be 25th lah. You look at this one here. Then on the 10th, will be Sunday. All right now. Sunday, 26 October, 9:30 a.m. Can? Can? Because after that, I might need to go to Tanning Mall for. So this will be the last lesson. I put that last lesson. Okay, Can? Can All right, so good. So let's go through this one here. So I think just to recap this topic here. Okay, so Siran, you are doing this. What does it mean? Okay, this is called NRC. So whatever you're studying, remember that is N stand for nationality, the 3R stand for rights, race and religions, identity and citizenship. Okay. So let's talk about this one here. Come. Extract 1. Fei Ling, 你吃饱了吗?
Yeah.
Okay, are you able to read the first one, extract 1, please?
Mr. Shanmugam, during a forum with NTU students, made the following comment. Whenever the budget comes around, MPs, whether from the People's Action Party or the opposition, will stand up and talk about how the government should be spending more because that is popular. But always ask yourself, every time a proposal is put forward, where is the money going to come from? Who is going to pay for it?
Thank you very much. So this is called taxi. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. I see. So what is taxi? So when is the timeline? The timeline is obviously these generations, the year 2000 to 2025, 2025. Oh, somebody sent me something. Is it my boss? Give me a minute. Okay, never mind. It's done. Okay, so what is the next thing? The A, who is the audience? So the audience is not just the NTU students, not the government, but the people of, the People Action Party, the governments, and the opposition party. So take notes, please take note, please. Okay, no matter how busy this is important, guys, please take note. When you see a PAP and the opposition party, that means this debate on Nick and Felix is very heated up, very strong. That means this is a very strong argument that, as what you say, Singran, right? Cost of living very high. But you know that Singapore is the cost of living is higher than other parts. Why? Why the goddamn you all want to come to Singapore and the 3I? You want to invest in Singapore? 就是投资, right? And then you want to involve your children to study here. And then you want to have an interest in Singapore, the 3I. 为什么？为什么你觉得新加坡的 cost of living and standard of living 这么贵了，这么 high， 你们还是要来到新加坡呢？ There's a few reasons, of course, the PS, right? Remember, Fei Ling and Xingran, the PS, the political stability, the economic, 人人都有工作做and social harmony You all know, right? Racial Harmony Day, right, in Singapore. So 我觉得这个 PS 在新加坡很好。So this is the questions now they ask you. What kind of question do you think will ask? Nick and Fei Ling. Extract 1, they will always ask you to give for 2 reasons. So what kind of questions will they ask you? So the X stands for explain using issue 1. So this is exploring citizenship and government. So 这个 issue 1这个是 issue 1. Guys, pay attention. I'm going to move up to here. So this is issue 1 means 它就是在讲这个了。看在讲这个了What does it mean to be a citizen? What is a good society? How do we decide what is a good for society and how it works? 记住take note So in case I will print screen for you. I send to the Zoom chat now. Okay, so these are the 3 to prove that I'm right. Okay, Singran, what do you think? What are the 2 things? 你觉得他们会讲什么 issue 呢？会讲什么 related to help the country 呢？ What kind of money is he talking about? Feeling you remember, you know what I mean? What kind of money that the government want to spend to help Singaporeans? Is it oh sorry, just now Feeling 已经 come in 最早手最immediate thing 就是3大事情 第一大事情就是 aging population, right? Okay, so most likely, I predict aging population may come up. Especially we are talking about dementia patients. My mommy is a dementia patient. My dad is also dementia patient. My stepmom also dementia patient. I got a lot of friends and relatives, also parents are dementia. So aging population dementia is a very top in the list of Singapore issue. And the second most important is underpopulation. You know what I mean? Okay. So Fei Ling, just don't choke you. Let's say when you get married, to be honest, don't tell me you are LGBT or what. Okay. If you get married, how many kids do you want?
None.
Then standard, you see 死了。你看这些女孩子全部要结婚，不要生孩子。你要几个孩子？我知道不是你生的，你老婆，你自己要几个孩子？还要想这么久啊？Hello Nick, how many children you want?
I don't know. I never think about it.
No, think now. Oh my God, feeling he's LGBT. You don't think? Quick, how many kids you want?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3. Just guess out you. Okay, feeling why you choose none? You will want to get married, but you don't want the children, right? Correct enough. Agree, Or you don't want to get married also? No. Hey, hello. Answer yes or no. You're knocking your head like you are Indian. How do I know yes or no?
Yeah.
You don't want to get married?
Yeah.
Oh, 你要做尼姑，阿弥陀佛。Just kidding. So now you understand failing. It's called DING, double income, no kids, or double income with kids. So failing and Xingran, I think some ask for 1, 2, or even don't have children, right? So now this is called the underpopulation, low birth rate. So this is the second issue failing you mean by not you. I have a lot of students say one kids, 2 kids. Not many students that I interview, they want to have 4 children. Some even don't like you, don't want to get married, don't want to have children. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with this. Oh my God, the perfume came into my eyes. Okay, nothing wrong. So having said that, this is the second most challenging issue, failing and need underpopulation, low birth rate. And the third one is the most also important, which I predict is healthcare. Healthcare is also very, right now, healthcare is also very important in Singapore because of the 3M, MediSave, MediShield, MediFund. These are also involving the healthcare. And then the fourth one is talking about this security. That means security, that means because of low birth rate, not many people will become national service. That's the fourth issue. And then the fifth issue is about natural resources, about saying that the food supply. As you know, COVID-19, during COVID-19, a lot of countries, they cannot export their goods to Singapore. So we must have self-sustainability. Get it now? All right, 5 issues I write down. First one is what? I test you. Failing, what is the first issue? There are 5 major issues in Singapore, and most of the time, SRQ or SPQ like to come out this question. What is the first one?
Aging population.
Very good. Second one, Singran. What is the second issue that the government is facing?
Low birth rate.
Thank you. What about the third one, failing?
Poverty.
No. Okay, stand outside the classroom now. You never pay attention. I don't like to do that. When I was teacher, I don't like to send my student out of the classroom, and I hate my colleagues who like to send their student out of the classroom. If the student is tired or sleepy, I always ask them to stand behind the classroom. Xingran, what is the third one?
What's the third one? By security.
Yes. Okay, then the fourth one? Come.
Political stability.
Sorry?
Political stability.
Yeah, also can, but it's not instant really okay. I wouldn't say it's wrong. Under security, we can talk about political security. Okay. Under security, we can talk about political because the political stability is we're talking about war, right? Okay, yes. Okay, these are the ones then. Maybe I change it. The first one, do you see in the Zoom chat? Aging populations, low populations, health issues, security, which is political. The last one in Singapore, because it's a diverse society, is race and religions. Now, race and religions also affect our populations. Okay, so of course we're talking about education is also important. We talk about issue like health is also important. We talk about political stability is also important in Singapore. We are talking about Singapore, and of course the next one is, oh yeah, this one is actually got 6 issues. Spelling this one, sustainability. That means sustainability means that remember in Malaysia they want to turn off the water tap, 呆了，没有水喝了. Then we have to eat new water. Could take note of these 6. Maybe you can concentrate on these 6 perspective for your SRQ and SPQ. Okay, so what are the 2 points? Back to you guys. What are the 2 points that this Mr. Shanmugam's talk about? Nick, what are the 2 points?
2 points for what? Sorry.
Then extract one.
2 points.
Wow, very hot, very hot. Yes, 2 points. Wow, very hot. I need to sit here because I need more fan. Yes. Trading, what are the two reasons? 2 things, 2 issues.
Political.
No, you look you say every time a proposal is put forward, where is the money going to come from? Who is going to pay for it? So what kind of issue will you think surface up, and what are the 2 things? So political, okay, what else?
Financial.
Financial, okay, so okay, economic lah. How about you, Siran?
About extract 1.
Yes. Give 2 reasons or 2 factors.
Well, I think it's talking about.
No, give 2 reasons. Yeah, think. You think I go and take water. Hold on. Another 15 minutes. Yes. What is it, Sarah?
Wait, 2 reasons for what? What's
Anything. Just now, Fei say political and finance. Okay, what do you think about this extract one we'll be talking about?
I think it's about like people don't have a strong say like on deciding the policies or.
Oh, okay, good one. And the second reason?
Second reason, who's going to pay for it? Maybe it's about tax, like
taxes, okay. 谢谢. Let's see, Okay, let's talk about extract 2, A poster paying tribute to the late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore's first Prime Minister and founding father. I have no regret. I spent my life, so much of it, building up this country. True, and behold, that is absolutely true. There's nothing more than I need to do. Well, yeah, I agree with you, man. At the end of the day, what have I got? A successful Singapore. So that means what have I given up? My life. The entire life of Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. All right, so it's extract 2. Extract 3 says that a poster created for the Yellow Ribbons prison run. Yellow Ribbons are people who are giving the second chance, who went to prison and come out, how to say, to turn over a new leaf. Okay, the runs aim to encourage the communities in providing ex-convicts with a second chance in life. Oh, okay. But not true of Fei Ling and Xing Ran. Sometimes 所谓江山易改，本性难移，听过吼？ A leopard never change his spot. I've seen that before. People come in and out. Proceeds raised from the runs will go to the Yellow Ribbon Fund, which support rehabilitations and reintegrations programs of ex-offenders, their family and their children. In 2016, oh my God, 9,000 Singaporeans participate in the runs. So we run as a team together. We support Second Chance and Yellow Ribbon Prison Runs 2016, the route to acceptance of September 4th of September. Sunday, 4th September. Okay, so extract one, let's see. Extract one state that deciding what is good for society is a challenge. You see, good for society, right? Remember, I show you this one here? Right, goods for society, right? So is it due to nationality or due to the race or religions, and how to identify what kind of citizen you are? Is it for the Singaporean, for foreigners, or for PR? So, right, in your opinion, why is making decision a challenge for a country like Singapore? Explain your reason or your answer with reference to two reasons. So, Fei Ling, you talk about what do you say just now? Political reason, right? The government, and then second one, what you talk about finance, 对吗？对吗？ It's just so these two reasons, these are your two reasons why making a challenge to a country. Is it because the political is like in other countries, you know, these are very straightforward. They are very racist. In other countries, maybe they'll give a better benefits to their own majority of race. But in Singapore here, mostly we are Chinese. There are lesser Malays and Indians and other races. But here we don't do that. Politically, the governments, I'm using your answer, Fei Ling. I'm using your answer. Politically, the government give equal benefits to all citizens, right? Remember the NRIC, to all citizens, to all race, to all religions. As long as you identify yourself as Singaporean, the nationality is Singaporean, regardless your nationality, NRIC, remember I showed you just now, you will get what you want. A state for all opportunity for everyone. Financially, yeah, you know about CDC voucher, right? You know the CDC voucher, the whatever rebates of your utility bill, right? Wait, open, feeling you don't like my face, you off your camera. So naughty. Okay, fine, thank you. Now you like to see my face. So financially, why the government is so challenging for a country? So are we going to give, for example, this CDC voucher, or during COVID-19, right, failing? Do you think those super rich in Singapore will get CDC voucher? Or only the super poor get CDC voucher? Xing Ran and Fei Ling, will you answer this question? You know what CDC voucher, right, Nick? Do you think, as long as you are Singaporean, okay, whether you are Xing Ran, you are multi-millionaire, or that person or your friend who are super poor, do you think everyone will get CDC voucher? Back to you. If you both agree, thumbs up. If you don't agree, thumbs down. Quick, go. I got no much time. I got 1 hour to go. I'm going for a meeting at 4 o'clock. 快点，Fei Ling, because you're talking about finance 嘛，对不对？ Thumbs up. Yes, correct. You are right. I got people ask me now, Fei Ling, uncle, this guy already billionaire, you still need CDC voucher. What the hell? It's right, correct, Xing Ran. Billionaire, what for you need CDC voucher? No, sorry. Financially, you have to be, remember the NRIC, all equal. You're Singaporean. So whether this CDC voucher, this billionaire might go and take the CDC voucher and then donate the food to the poor lah. Correct or not? So let's say Fei Ling, you're a millionaire, you got CDC voucher. You're entitled because Singaporean, 对吗, Fei Ling? But maybe you tell your husband or tell your parents, hey, I don't need this CDC voucher, but never mind, since government give me, I will click, and then I will order all the food, then I give to the orphanage. Okay, right? You're doing a good thing, right now. Well done. Okay, so now that's my answer. I don't cheat. I want you to give me the two reasons. So, Xing Ran, just now what you say, the two reasons. I can't remember your two reasons. Can you remember yours? 忘记了. Okay, then 你想, I want you to give me the answer. If not, I cannot continue. So think, okay, explain your answer with two reference to two reasons. Why is it challenging? Oh, just now you talk about security, right? I think you talk about security. And you also can talk about the 6 things that I share with you just now, right? Okay, think, Okay, I want you to give me the abstract one answer. If not, I cannot move on. I got answer for my abstract one. Go. I'm going to take my medicine. I'm not feeling well. Are you looking at the two reasons? You are supposed to type in paragraph. Don't give me point form. Okay, I give you my answer first. Then you see. Okay. Okay, give your answer. This who? This Siran, why don't you read my answer? In your opinions, okay. So the factors, differing needs and interests. Let's go. You read like that.
Needs and interests.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, my dear. Sorry. My son say I talk very loud, so I'll be softer. So the factors, then the evidence and reason, how to prove it with example. Write down this format, okay? Differing needs, then read this. Okay, let's go.
Different needs and interests. Within a society, there is a challenge in deciding what is good for society. Different people have different needs and interests, and this leads to people disagreeing on what is more important to them and the extent of what they will be willing to give up for the benefits of society. A society can probably agree on basic needs such as the need for clothing, food, shelter, and others. However, a diverse society may not be agree on common interests and what is important for a happy or fulfilling life. For example, when a divisive decision was made to drill through the central catchment reserve or constructing the CIL. There was much debate between the camps for it and against it.
You know about this, right, Xingran? You know about this?
Yeah.
Fei Ling, you know about this CIL cross-reference? You know or not? Fei Ling. Fei Ling, are you there? Hello, Fei Ling. 虽然你看我只是他的头发没有动而已。Are you lagging, Fei Ling? Oh no, this CIL is the one at the Bukit Brown, I think cemetery, right? Siran, are you there? Fei Ling, are you there? You know it's a CIL, right? 他们做一个expressway to cross the cemetery, if I'm not wrong, the Bukit Brown, where they have to dig away all the cemetery and become an expressway or HDB. There's this thing called not at my backyard. Remember in your textbook, they say not at my backyard. So imagine this person stay in HDB and then suddenly they say, oh, 10 10 meters away from your house, we are going to build an old folks home. I'm going to build a Goldberg, 就是那些放死人的地方. Of course, you say, oh my God, why don't you put a supermarket or a school instead of putting old folks home? So that is where this is the challenge. So because land is scarce, so if you study geography, you know, right, land is scarce. So we have to make use of every single ounce of land space. So no choice, then that's why I say it's challenge for Singapore. Okay. Thank you. Fei Ling, are you ready for the next one? Wait, give me a minute, sit down. Oh, answer is quite okay. Why not put this? Give me a minute, Fei Ling. So Fei Ling, when you read, you must read like that. Huh? Okay, let's go. Differing priority.
Besides differing needs and interests, there could also be disagreement on priorities. Citizens of a country may agree that it is important for the country to provide affordable healthcare.
Where are you? Where are you? You're supposed to read this one. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm reading that.
Oh, but because I think you're lagging, no? Can you start again? Besides differing again?
Besides differing
Thank you.
needs and interests, there could also be disagreement on priorities. Citizens of a country may agree that it is important for the country to provide affordable healthcare, a good education, and a clean environment. However, citizens may disagree on what area the government should prioritize. Although most of them agreed on what areas the government should focus on, their responses as to how the government should prioritize them differs by income groups.
Yeah, you're right. Spelling now, remember? Finance, correct now. Well done. Is your Wi-Fi okay? Spelling.
A bit laggy.
Okay. I think you don't close your door. If you are in the room, you on your aircon, then best is move near a bit. Because I think my Wi-Fi also show not very stable. Okay, I think today is a holiday. Maybe a lot of people, serious. I was in the IT business before, so I know. Okay, carry on. For instance.
For instance, a survey ran from 1 December 2012 to 31 December 2013, interviewing at least 4,000 Singaporeans. Those whose monthly salary exceed $5,000 place public healthcare as most important. Those whose monthly salaries were below 5,000 place public housing as the most important. As such, due to society's diversity, people may rank different areas that they feel the government should focus on differently, leading to difference in priority.
There, you are right, Fei Ling. The government decide what is good and for certain people. The government decide financially who is supposed to get the most out of it. And we talk about just now the CDC voucher, right? We talk about this money GST voucher to give during COVID-19 or even at these uncertainties times where this Donald Trump talk about the tariff, the taxes, all these things. This is a time where the government has a challenges to face. Remember the 16. Just take note of Fei Ling and Xing Ran. Take this 16 right to your head. Sustainability, race and religion, security, health. This will be something that we need to talk about. And this is something that is going to be the all the way till when you come out to work, both of you. Come. Xing Ran. Last one.
Understanding of trade-off opportunity cost. The Singapore government has to consider our limited resources when making decisions on developing Singapore. For example, if the government chooses to develop a piece of land for housing, it will not be able to use the same piece of land to build a school. In 2014, the government had made a decision to acquire land previously used for other purposes, such as residential and commercial, to build the Thomas East Coast Line.
The Thomson, did I say Thomson, right? Thomson.
Oh, Thomson, yeah. Sorry.
Thomson East Coast Line. If you are staying this area, where you stay, Xing Ran?
Queenstown.
Oh my God, Queenstown. Is it Tiong Bahru Plaza near your house?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you there. I'm gonna have a shop there. Soon, 1st of November. Serious. Okay, you will see this work there. Okay? Yeah. If you want to work part-time there, wait, are you Singaporean? I'm sorry, then sorry, cannot. Student cannot, student visa cannot. Only Singaporean students are sorry. So you will see some of my colleagues will be working there. Tiong Bahru Plaza at Tiong Bahru MRT station, right? Queenstown is near my daddy's place. So you see, true, right? So now I want the two of you to give me the two reasons, and then we move on. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, can I have the two reasons? Uh, uh. Are you all typing? Yes, thank you. Please send me your answer. I go toilet again. Selamat nunggu. Okay, Fei Ling, this is the one you tell me for the 6 mark, right? The 7 mark. This is the one that you are not very good at, right? Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, Fei Ling, can you read to the class, please?
My answer.
Yes, please.
One reason that decision making is a challenge for countries like Singapore is due to having to manage trade-offs between different stakeholders. Due to the vastly differing backgrounds that Singaporeans come from, there may be conflicting views of what is believed to be the best for society. For example, some Singaporeans may believe that lowering the cost of living in Singapore should be of utmost priority, while others may believe that having more amenities in their neighborhood is more important for them. Due to the difference in view, it is difficult for the government to make sensible decisions to benefit the majority of Singaporeans.
So where's the second reason? Typing.
I'm still typing.
Thank you. Yes, Siran, your answer, please. Siran. Nick, one reason.
I have typed. I have sent it to the chat.
Yeah, read to the class. One reason.
One reason for it to be challenging to make decision is the unequal sharing of cost of the decision. While making a decision can affect different groups of people, it may lead to conflicts when a group of people is more heavily affected than another, thus making it hard to make decision. For example, although constructing highways may bring convenience to commuters, the construction of it may disturb the residents living nearby. Hence, it is challenging to make a decision
Exactly.
that
Yeah,
is satisfactory to all.
exactly. Yes. You cannot you please one other, the other not happy. You very hard to please both. Very, very true. Okay, good. You are close to coming to, you both got just pass for this because of one reason. You need another reason to pass. So it's already 3.5. So give me the second reason, please. And write down your answer, okay, and put it on your foolscap or don't copy and put it in the Microsoft Words. This might help you in your SRQ. Okay, Fei-Ling, another reason, please.
Another reason that decision making for a country like Singapore is due to external influences. Singapore faces heavy influence from external changes such as trade, international relations, and investment, limiting the freedom of policymakers as they have to balance national interests with international realities, which makes decision making difficult due to the constant shift of international relationships and geopolitical tensions around the world. For example, in the US-China war, Singapore remained a neutral standpoint in the issue. Both China and USA were important trade partners, and Singapore had to make decisions that both reflected its neutral stance and facilitated efficient trade with both countries. Hence, it is challenging to make decisions due to external influences.
I hesitate to answer you, Fei-Ling. It's a good answer. But how can this tension war tariff based on external factors is one of the reason that is a challenge to a country, to Singapore? Back to you.
Because like Singapore is like neutral on a lot of things, and because like a lot of like the economy and um like international relationships in Singapore is like it depends on Singapore's like relationship with other countries. So whatever decision making like the Singapore government decides must also reflect like its stance towards like international issues.
Not wrong, not wrong. But if I'm a commoner in Singapore, 我是一个扫地工人，我是一个 toilet cleaner，我是一个a normal production worker，or 我是一个 housewife 啊，还是我是一个 semi-retired person. What got to do with this to me? What challenges? What challenges do I face? 你明白意思吗？Okay lah, yeah, you got voice. It's none of my business. What? I'm not involved. I'm a semi-retired. What got to do with you as a student? You get me now? Can you find? I know the answer, but can you tell me why? What will have the implication, and impact, and the consequences? Okay, in case you don't want, the reason is like those semi-retired, all this, you will affect the economy structures of the GDP, gross domestic product. Why? So imagine there's a trade war and all these, they might create unemployment, uncertainties of thinkings of this the export of oils and fossil fuels. As a result of these changes and challenges made by international platform, the government has no choice but channel their resources. They might eat out their natural reserve funds, the reserve funds, to dig into the fund and use it. And because people start to feel that there's a pinch in this war, eventually may not want to invest in Singapore, even though Singapore doesn't play a part of it. But because they have cost cutting in their country, so they have no choice to pull out for Singapore and go back to save costs. Or maybe because of these things are failing, a lot of bankruptcy, a lot of company closed down. And true and behold, and it was in the 1980s, 你还没有出生啊, they're not born. So there's a recession, get me now. And this recession caused a big impact to Singapore because Singapore depends heavily on international and manufacturing and financial hub trade. So because of these things, it also affect indirectly. As a result, there will have a ripple effects. Get it now? I hope you understand. You get the ideas. Whatever I can say, you just drop down the notes. And last but not least, Xingran, your turn.
Another reason for it to be challenging to make a decision is different priorities. Well, there is only different amount of resources. The decision made may use the resources. Wait.
I don't know what you're writing. Sorry.
Wait. Well, there is only different amount. No, there's only limited amount of resources.
I see.
Decision made may use the resources to fulfill certain priority. This may lead to another priority to be overlooked. For example, land is scarce resource in Singapore. While using a certain area to be a hospital to provide healthcare services to residents, the area cannot be used to construct schools to provide education for students. Hence, it is challenging to decide on which priority to focus on.
To provide the goods and services to Singaporeans. Okay, must write this ATQ.
Yeah.
To answer to the question, and therefore it is a challenging decision for a country to make. Okay, what goods and services, what type of goods and services is the best right now? Is the best interest for the Singaporean. Okay, to provide the best interest for Singaporean. Okay, let's move on to extract 2 and 3. We've got about half an hour. Hopefully you can finish these questions. Now, extract 2 and 3, do you think that the government has a more significant role than its citizen in working for the good of society? So extract 2 represent the government, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. And this one got to do with the citizens who take part in this run. So, Nick, which one is important, the government or the citizen? Think, don't give me answer. Same to failing, the government or the citizen. Okay, so now I give my answer, right? Ready? Why don't you tell me, Xingran, you talk about the governments, and this who will talk about the, where the hell is it? The citizen. Okay, let's go. Nick, government, role of government. Tú leh. Hello, Nick, are you able to read, please? Can see now, Nick. Let's go. Are you able to read, Nick?
Yeah. Government. Role of government in working for the good of society, maintaining internal order and external security. In maintaining internal order, agencies such as police, prisons, and civil defense forces to protect citizens, property, and whatever society believes should be protected. For instance, the Singapore Police Force is one such agency that maintains internal order. SPF's core function is to protect the people who live in Singapore from crime and all manner of criminal harm, such as terrorism and public disorder.
So this is the factors, then the evidence and reason. How to prove that it with the example. One example.
One example of this would be the riots that broke out in Little India on 8 December 2013. Riots broke out. Riots broke out after private bus accidentally ran over an Indian national. Within minutes, the SPF was informed of the road accident and the civil defense force was activated. Hence, the swift actions show that the government places importance in maintaining the internal order of Singapore. To ensure the external security of Singapore, the government engaged in agencies such as Army, Navy, and Air Force. One example of this is the Republic of Singapore Air Force. As RSAF deter aggression and defend Singapore and its interests, deters aggression through control of the air and decisively influencing ground and maritime battles. It also responds to a full spectrum of missions from peace to war effectively. Protecting Singapore and its citizens from foreign threats. Ultimately, both of these seek to ensure that Singapore's day-to-day activities are not disrupted and helps to ensure Singapore's stability, effectively allowing society to function normally.
So whatever you're reading is actually to tell me whether is it the government has a significant role, okay, than the citizen working for the good of society. So I mentioned about internal and external security. Of course, the SAFA comes in where they also talk into the terrorists, okay, during the terrorist things. Okay, and then next one, this is quite a lot of the governments. So ensuring justice, so I read, it is the judiciary's responsibilities to independently interpret and apply the law was passed by the legislature. One example of this judiciary ensure justice for the citizen will be creations of the Family Justice Court. Write down, please, write down Family Justice Court. I want you to do research, please. Very important because this is to protect those mothers who are being abused by their ex-husband, the wife. The Family Justice Courts provide relevant info and take actions to protect Singaporeans in the events of family violence. Take note. It came out before in the exam. The Family Justice Courts also provide guidelines and definitions of what is considered family violence and how to apply for personal protection order. Write down, please, personal protection order. Okay, is under the law in Singapore, which can be protected. Which can protect victims of family abuse whilst they sue against their aggressor, which is usually the ex-husband and the father. Okay, hence, it happened before. One of the uncles, the father-in-law stabbed the son-in-law because the son-in-law kind of threatened the daughter. So yeah, very sad ending. Hence, as this give the people affected an avenue with which to seek justice, it can be said to be a way to ensure justice for victims. So it's answering to this question that provide the goods and services. So the government come in using the law. So this makes sense. This creates a system which citizens are judged fairly and objectively, giving Singaporeans confidence in the legal system. So when it comes to legal system, the government plays a crucial role in providing goods and services to the good of society, right? The good for society, because they protect abusive ex-husband and fathers. That happens. Okay. Where am I? Okay. So this ultimately works the goods of society as it provides it. Good of society as it provide a basis for dispute to be settled without having to resort vigilante violence, ensuring peace and stability in society, even when there are disputes. So they provide a safety net of protections and precautions for people, victims. So providing goods and services for the public. The Singapore government devotes significant resources to improving the well-being of their citizens. And many citizens enjoy benefits that includes the provisions of goods and services for them, which may or may not be subsidized by the government, so that all citizens can have equal access of them. Okay. Enjoy benefits that include provision of goods. So the CDC voucher is one thing, the GST voucher, and then the rebates of the public utility bills, the water and electrical bill, and then the subsidies of financial assistance scheme for school. And then we talk about EduSave Award. Okay. And then the skill future for those people who are retrenched and unemployed, every month they'll give a few $100s. For instance, the Singaporean government worked towards people-centered public transport by creating SMRT and SBS to develop Singapore public transport. So the government has to come in because this is only can be provided by the governments. I don't think if you are run by a private sector, 私人有限公司, then it might be quite chaotic. So it's good for the government to come in to provide these goods and services for the society. The continuous investment in the provision of public transport in Singapore has created a really readily accessible Singapore with approximate right down 460. This one right down if you can. That was 4 marks. 4,638 bus stop. In fact, now it should be 5,000 already. And 105 different MRT stations. I think it go out to 120 already, if I'm not mistaken. And this has afforded many Singaporean citizens the convenience of being able to reliably and conveniently travel around the city in a timely manner, especially for those people who are taking O-level exam. If the MRT disrupted, that's it, touch wood. Hopefully it will not happen. By addressing the needs of the people, the government ensure the citizen will enjoy more convenience, directly increasing the quality of life and hence working for the good of society. So the government plays an important part of this. Okay. And then of course, safeguarding, Nick, can you read the next one? Safeguarding the interests of the citizen by implementing.
Safeguarding the interests of its citizens by implementing legislation that safeguards interests of citizens. The government ensures that citizens will have a sense of security about living in the country.
Oh, so how? One example?
One example of this is the Work Right Initiative, which helps both employees and employers understand their rights and responsibilities. It creates awareness of employment rights amongst low-wage workers, allowing them to understand when their rights as workers are being abused. It also helps provide them an avenue to seek help in the event that employment rights are being violated. As such, as it ensures that citizens will not be mistreated by other elements of society. This allows citizens a sense of security while existing in society.
So like those foreign workers who come to Singapore and work, or the Singaporean workers, or those people like senior citizen above 60 years old who want to go back and work again, or semi-retired workers, they know they are being protected by the Ministry of Manpower, the law, and ensure them that they get a reasonable, fair wages, salary, and they will not be mistreated and ill-treated by the employer, and they know they will have equal treatments and not being abused by their so-called unreasonable work style in that particular certain company. So then because of that, the government protect these people, and therefore these workers feel safe to work and were able to provide good services for the society in Singapore. So back to you, Fei Ling, citizen contributing to the needs of society.
Citizens contribute from where? Citizens contributing to the needs of society. Citizens contribute in areas they're passionate and concerned about to improve and sustain the general well-being of a society.
Yeah, continue the next one.
Structure individuals, organize groups, formal, informal. Description. Individuals volunteer their time towards meaningful.
Hold on. I make it to 2 pages easier for you to read. Hold on. Then it'll be easier. Wait, is it like that? Yeah. Wait, where the hell is it? Yeah. Wait, where the hell is it now? Oh, because it links to the next page. It links to here. So let me bring it down easier for you. Okay, like that better. Let's go.
Structured, individual organized groups, formal, informal. Description, individuals volunteer their time towards meaningful social causes they care for.
Sorry. I just want to make it the things for you. Sorry. Give me a minute. Okay, let's go. I don't want to touch it.
Formally organized groups have clear objectives and are registered with the government. Informally organized groups have specific short-term objectives and need not to be registered with the government.
Not true.
Main purpose.
Sorry, informally organized group that is not organized by government. You can do your own initiative to help. Just like there's one guy during the SARS, he go and distribute masks without organizing or register with the government agency. He took his own initiative and his own pocket money to go and buy masks and distribute to the elderly's home, which is a good initiative by the citizens for the good of society. Carry on. Main purpose.
Main purpose, they mainly work for a cause which they feel is important.
They mainly compliments.
Where they mainly complement the role of the government in specific areas. They find an area of need in society and step in to rectify it. Areas of strength. Their action can benefit many people directly with immediate improvement. Their actions also inspire others to make similar improvements. Their close cooperation with the government allows the benefit they bring to society to be long-term and sustainable. Their existence can help rectify certain areas in society which are not being adequately serviced by government policy or other formal groups.
Carry on. I will explain to you again. Come, example.
Example, A Little at a Time was a spontaneous movement driven by a housewife after she saw the irresponsibility of Singaporeans to clean up after themselves at the countdown. NGOs, VWOs, Minds is an example which aims to advance the development, well-being and aspirations of people with intellectual disability and help them integrate into the society. There were various groups created to deal with the haze in Singapore that organized events such as the distribution of masks to the needy, such as elderly. By allowing citizens to contribute to the needs of society, a greater sense of ownership and commitment to causes is cultivated. This results in a long-term involvement of citizens, which brings various sustainable benefits to society.
So what this particular points are, listen carefully. This group of people, it can be individual, it can be like your Nick, yourself, myself, Nick, Fei Ling and myself, 3 of us. We come up a small little concept to help maybe to the intellectuals people, intellectual disability people, or people who are in needs at old folks home. But we did not go through a government agency. We did not seek help from government fund. We may not be asking government permission to do it. Maybe it's on our own initiative, but at the good for society. But after a while, of course, you have been taken notes. You are being aware due to social media. People say, oh, this group, they call the NFR, Nick, Fei Ling, and Raymond, have been doing all this, going round to the whole island to distribute certain things, food, all these things, at their own pocket money, and they come out this organization, and even their groups are getting bigger. But due to this initiative by these 3 individuals, the government take note and therefore recognize, and maybe they might give us award, they might give us recognitions in terms of others, and finally they will approve us as an organizations, or even better still, to make us as the head of this run through and provide us sufficient funds and donations and help the goods of society for these unfortunate or low-income people, to give them a place to live or to give them a mask, whatever you call it, and that's how it works, okay? Fei Ling, can you read the next one? No, I think it starts from the, yeah, here. Is it here? I have the 16, 17, yeah, here, go.
Influencing government decisions. Citizens, be it in the form of individual or in a group, have a role to play by providing feedback regarding policy decisions.
Structure
individual organized groups. Role. Individuals provide feedback so as to gauge general public sentiment and area for improvement and change. NGOs, VWOs provide detailed and highly informative feedback, which can help refine government policies and point to areas which need more attention.
What thing you got sore throat now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then tell me lah, I read lah, your poor thing. Then you say government policy and point out the areas which need more attention. How? Ready? So this is to reach right now. This one very important, guys. This one, it came up before in a SPQ, if I'm not mistaken, which is called Reaching Everyone for Active Citizenry, okay, at home. Okay, it regularly collects feedbacks from the citizenry to help gauge a policy effectiveness. So TWC2 is Transition Worker Care for Foreigners submitted a report to government putting forth their recommendations on how to improve the living conditions of foreign workers in Singapore. You see? So TWC2, take note of all these terms. It's really happening in Singapore now. Okay, so we don't just take care of Singapore citizens and PR. We also take care of foreigner workers like those construction workers from different countries that come to Singapore to work. So touching. Where are we at? Sorry, I think I make it bigger. I can't even see myself. Okay. So yeah, we are here. By being actively involved in the decision-making process, the government citizen can help suggest for any necessary changes and improve to be make, allowing for a more effective policy. So you realize the citizen here play a very important, crucial, essential role because they are on the ground. They are close to these people, like the TWC2, and then the rich, right? And then the intellectual disability people. And this NGO will go down like to help those really big people. But whereas the government here, like what Nick was reading just now, is talking about law and order and how, what else, the transport system, right? Okay, all these transport system, how they enjoy the goods and services in terms of healthcare, right? We haven't mentioned of healthcare here. The justice, like that's just how we talk about the justice here, the legislature, okay? The legislatures of helping how to protect the victim. And of course, we talk about the police force and the army. Okay, so this is internal external security which the governments provide. If this one cannot be individual, definitely. The law and order legislature is also important for governments because this is law and order. And then the transport, this is definitely the government. But when it comes to like this type of things, like helping the poor, the needy, like the food, the clothing, the well-being, the shelter, okay lah, this one individual can do, definitely it helps to give much support. Okay, let's read on to okay. Pay attention, this is my conclusions. So I believe in what? In my opinion, I strongly believe that a stable, successful, and systematic government is the key factors that gives the country like Singapore a better place to live and work in. In order for working for the goods of society, the government must set a good role model to achieve a fair, honest, and impartial attitude for all citizens. Nevertheless, I do believe and strongly feel that citizens will and must play a vital role in making a paradigm shift for working for the goods of the society. In fact, each and every single citizen plays an important role and building blocks for shaping, nurturing, and protecting the interests of the society. I must say citizen roles and responsibility are the crest to develop for the good of society. Needless to say, having good government is important, but without the cohesiveness, creativities, and calmness of the citizens, definitely it will not bring peace, productivity, and prosperity to a country, as well as a multi-society like Singapore. Therefore, citizen has a more significant role for the goods of the society. So Nick and Fei Ling, after reading the entire differences between governments and citizens, and Uncle Raymond's answer is definitely based on citizen. The reason why I say citizen is because I feel that 人人有责，匹夫有责. I realized the building block of a successful and the downfall of the country or society, it all depends on every single citizen. Take for example, why there are some dynasty for like the Tan Song Ye Ming Qing, or you name it, the Germany Empire, the Roman Empire, whatever empire, it always starts with one person. That particular citizens realize that the government is not doing the right thing. As a result, they start to do a 3R. What is a 3R? Riots, raids, and revolutions. With these 3Rs, you want to create 3P, peace, prosperity, and also productivity for the country. So I feel that the individual's effort is the most important because it helped to shape not just the country. They want to see a brighter future. Take, for example, Lenin is the one who changed the transform of the Russians to be a communist country because they feel the aristocratic, those imperialisms, the Nicholas the Tsar, emperors, and then of course China, the Puyi, Laozi emperor. So we got this, the rise of the modern China history of Sun Zhongshan, and of course Japanese imperialism to become the Emperor Hirohito become a militarism, as well as Germany, as Hitler feel that the Weimar government is so weak and they decided to overthrow. And the same thing goes to Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. You realize he's the only person who feel that the British colonies and the powers of British rules and is not so favorable, and decided to make Singapore independent. Without these individual citizen leaderships, how can we make a government? I feel that the individuals is the one who started off. So therefore, I feel that you realize that Qin Shi Huang, he is nothing. What? He's just a commoner, and then he start to build, if you know the history of China well. And because of him, he started to unite the 7 states into one mighty China. And then the Roman Empire, Julius Caesar, all this, I feel that, yes, they are the governments. Yes, they screw up the government, some of them, most of them. But I feel that because of this, like Zhu Yanzhang, for example, the Ming Dynasty, the first emperor of China, the first emperor of Ming Dynasty, Ming Chao, I've also started with the individual and slowly they build up, right? So if the one, because they trust the leaderships, and because of the individual, that's why they develop into a government. So it's good to sometimes listen to the individuals. That's my argument, okay? Just to convince you. So Nick and Xingran is going to be 3:30. We can't have your answer. So I hope this will be your homework. And write on a piece of paper and scan and send it to me, number 1. Number 2, if you don't feel like doing it because you want to prepare your math, honestly, I don't give a damn. Number 3 is that you don't feel like submitting your homework and you want to study your math. The third option is on the next Saturday, 10 o'clock or 10:30, we will go through the answer. Also, no problem for me, okay? So I don't want you to stress. Whatever you can, you do whatever you can. So before we go, can you tell me which is more important? Government or citizen?
Government.
Okay, fair enough, Nick. So if 如果你讲 government, please kindly explain to me. So you must have 1 paragraph about government, 1 paragraph about citizen, and the third paragraph, because this is 8 marks, the third paragraph you jolly well have to weigh why you say government is more important, which I weigh, I say that my citizen is the most important. Okay, that's most important. Okay, so Nick, I would like to see your answer, whether it's option 1, 2, and 3. Option 1 means write on a piece of paper. Option 2, you don't feel like doing. Okay, you want to wait for answer on next Saturday. Or option 3, you don't feel like doing, but you want to do it on Saturday also can. So Fei Ling, what is your answer?
Government.
Whoa. Why no citizen, the two of you?
Because
I
it's
cannot
easier
convince
to
you.
talk about government.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Easy to talk about government. I will accept your this answer. What about you, Fei? Hello, Fei.
Because like even if the citizens try to do something like for the good of society, they still need like government approval and things like that. Like it's very hard to do something without involving the government inside.
Okay, lor. Let's see how you're going to make argument, lor. Next Saturday, I will see the answer, lor. No worry, no worry. Thank you so much. At least you give me your 2 cent worth of thoughts to tell me, well, I think this government is important. No right or wrong answer, guys. Okay? Right, so I don't want to take too much of time down. At least you covered your SPQ and SRQ already. So, Fei Ling, I think you should have a fair bit of good confidence for your 7 marks already. Yeah, well done. So those answer more or less you are there. Don't worry. Okay, so Siran also. So you now go and concentrate on your whatever subject. Then next week we are fully. I think you are there already. Okay, guys. The last 2 lessons we'll do a bit of warm up and all this thing. As usual, I will bring up more questions from other past school to share with you, and then I'll talk about usefulness and utility question like this one here. Okay. Where am I? Stop recording.